tongues tied.
I defer to Mr. Finger with regard to the surplus. I can address some of the other issues, but I'll wait for Mr. Finger.
Through the chair, as far as salaries are concerned, that's a transfer this year based on our position roster. It's an adjustment to the salary line account. It does not reflect anybody getting an increase or a raise. It's just putting the proper amount of money into the line account to finish out through the end of the year. As far as surplus is concerned, we ended last year with $1,270,000 in surplus. We're anticipating ending this school year with approximately $3.5 million in surplus, of which we're going to appropriate about $2.5 million into budgeted fund balance for next year in order to keep taxes down.
Mr. Chairman, may I read the next thing? I think Ms. Silva said she can answer the other question.
As of September, when we first learned some of the issues, I won't get any more personal than that, we have been diligently trying to address. I got here in September, learned some of the issues, and we have been trying. We've had many meetings, you and I, and administration. So I will take responsibility for this year, and we have...
You and I had two.
We've had many meetings. I don't have to meet with you personally if I have other people meet with you. And one of the things that we have established is a plan. I don't know, I do know that many things have to be improved, and I'm working diligently with the staff that we have, and by next year we will see many of those changes. I am, and I'm trying my best to address the needs of your 19-year-old daughter through the means that we have.
Through the chair, we cannot speak about individual children at a public meeting.
And the point is, it shouldn't have gone on this long.
May I read the next thing, Mr. Chairman?
Annette Kearney.
That's how that's started.
I just have a few questions. I didn't hear an answer to, I believe it was Mr. Tiff, who referred to page 7, item number 3, of hiring a consultant instructional aide at a rate of $15.63 an hour. The question I have is, a few meetings back, the board agreed to put a hiring freeze. So my question is, when did the hiring freeze all of a sudden be lifted, that now we can hire people when we're laying off so many other people? In addition to that, I would like to address the superintendent. Just have a question with the situations with the budget and all that we went through last Tuesday to after midnight, going back and forth, and everyone's voice being heard. I would like to know why the superintendent did not attend the town meeting to stand up for our children. You know, the parents were there, teachers were there. I will say the president was there, and the new members. But we wanted to see our superintendent there as well. The same thing that you had with us, the dialogue that you said that you're here for our children, you want to do the right thing for our children, you're not going to hurt our classrooms. The township needed to hear that. Not everybody could come to the Board of Ed meeting last week, but the township really needed to hear that. And I feel kind of disappointed that we try to work with you, but every time we keep getting slapped in our face. And I don't think that's fair to the parents, the teachers, the students. And I realize you have long days, but we all work too, and we all sacrificed the hours last week. Last week was a very long week for the community at large. And someone should have been there other than the new board members and the president to defend our children. Thank you.
Through the chair.
Mrs. Carney, I work every day to make the type of changes to create the motion that's needed in order for our schools to change. I have not attended any of the township meetings all year. I have not been directed by the board presidents, past or forward, and I did not attend that. That doesn't mean that I'm not working every single day to try and get quality education to all our students.
Maybe you should have showed up.
Through the chair.
A check in the mail.
Certainly.
Being a new member, I was at the township committee meeting.
But I also noticed a lot of the old board members weren't there either. So if we're going to really talk, let's talk, honestly. And I don't want to pick on the old board members and so forth, but this has been going on in this town for about 10 years. I think that's the reason why you really see 3 new board members on here. And hopefully next year, there might be more. But I think that you have to give Ms. Silver a chance. The 2 board meetings I've attended, all I've heard is slap Ms. Silver down, slap it down. I think everybody in this room deserves a chance. I think the administrators deserve a chance. If the administrator is not doing the job, goodbye. And I know some people aren't listening to what I'm really saying, but I think you're going to see some major changes in the public schools. Can't happen overnight. I think you'll hear some good things tonight, and I hope when we all leave here, we'll be on the same, level.
Do you realize what district you're in? Yeah.
Like I said, I was only here for 2 meetings. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right, Michael. Next person. Oh, I'm sorry. Diane Blackman.
Good evening. My name is Diane Blackman. I'm with a one-to-one tutor. We're an SES provider approved in the state of New Jersey, and we had attempted to service the Lakewood School District. We enrolled roughly 100 students, and then to my surprise last week, we received an email from William Anderson, which was forwarded from the SES coordinator, Claudia Johnson, that services had to cease immediately because funds were exhausted. So services were supposed to end this past Friday. I'm here because I have a lot of concern about what happened with the funding when I went through the process, which was to confirm who was eligible, and did that since November, December, January, and now the funds are gone, and my company has made a major outlay into the community, and now I have to pull back what we started. So I just need to get some understanding on what happened and what's going to be put in place so this doesn't happen for the next school year.
As I indicated before, we have had the highest number of children being serviced in the history of Lakewood. And we are very proud of that, but there is a finite amount. We multiply the number of children that are eligible. The children that are eligible for SES services are based on economic need and academic need. And all the children are not eligible based on that criteria. The children that were serviced have been serviced. As you indicated yourself, you indicated that you had from November till now. There's a certain amount of money that can be spent. It was spent. The state doesn't allow us to spend any more than that. And therefore, we have to indicate that we've never had this, so we were very happy that we've been able to service the children. Very happy. Next year, we will be discussing the criteria beginning in September.
Dr. Harper.
Good evening. I am the Executive Director of Macedonia Family Life Community Complex here in Lakewood, and also the pastor of the Macedonia Baptist Church at 143 John Street. All my questions will be directed to the superintendent. First, all of them are concerning SES. Considering that all of the kids who are enrolled in SES had to be approved by the school board, then if you knew that there were not enough funds, why did you approve of them in the first place? Why didn't you let them know that because of funding, that all of them could not be approved for the program? That's the first question. The other question is, that has been alleged that there was a waiver requested for SES funds to be waived. And I want to know the answer to that.